Hi, I'm Phil Constantine. On this episode of Travels with Phil, we're going to Tehachapi, California, where there is a railroad engineering marvel. And I'm going to show you some pictures of that. In fact, the city's emblem there covers this. These are the tracks as you come out through the Tehachapi Loop. And in this case, if you're traveling to the east, you would go through a tunnel, around a hill, and then over the tunnel that you just went through, and then follow it along as you continue on to the east. Obviously, the same thing would be the case if you were coming to the west, except in reverse order. A little bit, I'm going to show you some views from the ground, and that's where I was at, where the arrow is pointing at now. But that's the spot where it's 77 feet different.
Travels with Phil continues in the Tehachapi Pass area, a little bit east of Bakersfield, a little bit west of Mojave. And this is the Tehachapi Loop. You can see one of the markers up here. There's two of them, actually. And this basically says that the grade was so steep out here and they had such a short distance to cover it in, they literally made a loop. And 4,000 feet after passing a certain spot, there's a tunnel, so that there's 77 feet between the beginning and the end of a train, whether they're gaining it or losing it. This was finished in 1876. It was considered to be an engineering marvel. About 3,000 Chinese laborers from Canton, China, worked in building this. And as it goes out of the San Joaquin Valley through the Tehachapi Mountains, there's 18 tunnels, 10 bridges, and a bunch of water towers back in the days when they were still using steam engines.
So let's look at it again from the ground level. And this is while a train is going through there. You can see the train here just starting to enter the cut that goes down so it can get into the tunnel itself. Goes around quite a big hill up there, and it takes about 4,000 feet for literally to get to the spot where the tracks overlap. So literally this train right here is passing itself as it makes the loop. And you can see it again here from overhead, and that's the tunnel over on the left-hand side there. And a fairly good-sized hill over on the right-hand side. There's a cross up there on top to mark two railroad workers who were killed in a train derailment, I believe it was in 1989. And let's take a look here from ground level as a passenger. Now you can't appreciate it as much if you're a passenger, and I sped this up because it just sort of goes a little bit slowly. But you can see here you're traveling around, and it just looks like you're making one big turn. Well, you are literally making one big turn. So check out the area in the bottom in the description field for lots of links where you can learn more about it. But literally, here you are just about to go underneath the area you just came across.
The famous, or at least semi-famous, famous for engineers and people in railroad business, Tehachapi Loop, where a train literally circles around and goes back over or under itself, depending on which direction it's traveling in. Travels with Phil, back to you.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right-hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.